Hello students, today I am going to explain the concept of Customs Act. See that the important thing for our examination, that is the meaning of customs duty. Here the duty means it is nothing but the tax. Here it is a duty leviable on importation of the products and exportation of the products. The custom duty, it is a kind of indirect taxes which is leviable by the central government on goods which are imported outside India and goods which are exported from India. So it is a duty leviable. See, leviable means chargeable on importation of goods into India. The goods which are imported into India and the goods exported, that is exportation of goods out of India, that is from India. So that it is a tax levied on import by the customs authority. Who is levy the customs duty? See, the customs duty is leviable on customs authority of the country to rise. Why? What is the reason to charge the customs duty? Means to rise the revenue and to protect the domestic industries. Here, while instead of manufacturing the goods within the country, if goods are imported from outside of India, so it is creating the huge competition to the domestic industries. So that to protecting the domestic industry, the central government is charging the customs duty. Then the body of customs law comprises in our India. See, customs duty is controlled by the Customs Act of 1962. And the Customs Tariff Act of 1975 and Customs Rules and Customs Notification. See, the notifications which are issued by the Customs Authority. The next is the steps for calculating the customs duty. See, there are two steps for calculation of customs duty. That is, step 1 is calculation of assessable value. Step 2 is calculation of landed value and customs duty payable. See, the important thing is the assessable value. See, the assessable value, it is the price or consideration which is payable by the importer to the exporter. See, at the time of importation of the products, the person who is importing the goods, that person need to be paid tax to the customs officer on the assessable value. Then step 2 is calculation of the landed value and customs duty payable. See, the pro forma for calculation of assessable value. See, while calculating the assessable value, usually goods which are imported from outside of India means they are given in a question, that is in a foreign currency. They may be given in a dollars value, either the value should be given in a pound, yen. See, they are given always in a foreign currency. But we need to calculate the assessable value in the Indian rupees. Why? Because the goods which are imported from outside India, goods once it is which are reached to the land of the India, that is port of the India, once the assessable value is calculated and duty need to be payable to the customs officer of India. So Indian government is levy the charges and Indian government is collecting the charges. So that we need to be calculated, the assessable value must and should be in the Indian rupees. See, whatever it may be, if they are given in a foreign currency, we need to be calculated in both the columns. See, foreign currency column as well as the Indian rupees column. As usual, they are given the exchange values. See, exchange value they are given in the question. See, that exchange value we need to be considered for the calculation. See, after calculating the assessable value of foreign currency, that assessable value of foreign currency is multiplied with the exchange rate which is given by CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. The tax exchange rate which is given as per the CBIC, that we need to consider for the calculation. Let's see how to calculate the assessable value. See, as per the format, first we need to consider the particular column and foreign currency and Indian rupees column. See, as usual, they are given the price of the product. If they are given price of the product, to that price of the product, we need to be add the inclusions. See, inclusions are the expenses which are related to the supply. Either the inclusions which are part of the supply. See, that expenses, suppose the packing of the products, if any given, see that packing expenses need to be added to the price of the product. See, price of the product as given, we need to consider in the foreign currency column, and then if any inclusions which are included, that is form part of the supply, that inclusions need to be added, then we will get FOB. See, FOB is nothing but freight on board. See, that freight on, sometimes in a questions they are directly given the FOB value. See, freight on board we need to calculate it. See, after calculating the FOB, the most important thing, the goods which have to be imported from outside of India means we need to be considered the freight, that is the transportation charges. See, for calculation of the freight, there are the two kind of a freights that they may be, we may expect in a question. See, they are given the air freight, either they may be given the sea freight. See, where they are given the air freight, see, air freight is nothing but the actual air freight which they are given. See, air freight, if the goods are imported by air, if the goods are imported by air, if the goods are imported by air means the air freight need to be considered. See, there is a rule, it is very important for our examination. See, actual air freight which is given, either 20% of the FOB, whichever is less, it is considered for the calculation. See, how we will consider the 20% of the FOB. See, already we calculated 20% of FOB. See, how we will calculate the 20% of FOB. See, already we calculated the FOB value here. See, price of the product if they are given, either after adding the inclusions we will get the FOB value. On this FOB value, on this FOB value we need to calculate 20% as per our calculation. Either if they are given the FOB value in the question itself, so we need to consider that FOB value. See, FOB value into 20%, we will get amount. Either actual air freight which is given in the question. See, we need to compare these two values. Out of these two values, whichever is less is considered as the freight. See, if they are given sea freight, if this is the rule for the air freight, if they are given the sea freight means, see the given value, if the sea freight is given in the question, actual sea freight which is given, that should be considered for the calculation. If there is no data is available, there is no sea freight is given in the question, see, we need to consider 20% of FOB as a sea freight. Then the second point is insurance. After calculating the freight, we need to calculate insurance. See, insurance, even for the insurance is also, we have a rule. See, where the insurance is given in the question, where the insurance data is given, the given value should consider for the calculation. Sometimes the data is not available. Insurance is paid at the time of importation, but insurance data is not available in the question. In such cases, 1.125% on FOB. He said here is also FOB will be already that is given, either it is calculated. See, 1.125% on FOB should be considered as a insurance value for the calculation. See, after calculating freight and insurance, we will get CIF, cost, insurance and freight. See, after calculating the CIF, then we need to add landing charges. See, now there is no landing charges with effect from the implementation of GST. So, not applicable. The landing charges are not applicable. So, make it total of CIF. So, landing charges is not applicable. Always the CIF value and accessible value will be the same. See, after calculating the accessible value in foreign currency, that amount is multiplied with the exchange value which is given in the question. See, after we will get, see, exchange rate will be multiplied, so then we will get accessible value in Indian rupees. The step 2 is computation of landed value and customs duty payable. See, in step 1 we already calculated the accessible value. See, after calculating the accessible value, we need to calculate the landed value and customs duty payable. See, while calculating the landed value and customs duty payable, see, we have a format. See, particulars, the rate of taxes which they are given in the question, and the first amount column is landed value and second amount column is customs duty payable. See, first as per the format, we need to consider the accessible value. See, accessible value as calculated in step 1. Either sometimes in a questions they are given the accessible value. See, while at the time of giving the accessible value, we directly considered the accessible value without using the step 1 is also. Accessible value is always considered the rupees. See, whatever we calculated the accessible value in Indian rupees, that value we need to consider for the calculation. That must and should be write only in the value column. This amount can it is not written in the customs duty payable column. It must and should be written in the landed value because it is a value. Then next we need to calculate BCD. BCD is nothing but basic customs duty. It is a kind of duty chargeable on the accessible value by the customs authority. So BCD, how we will calculate the BCD? See, BCD is equals AV. See, AV as calculated into rate of BCD which is given in the question. See, rate of BCD is always they are given in the question. See, that rate we need to consider accessible value as calculated into rate of BCD. Then we will get answer of duty payable BCD, that we need to write in both amount column as well as the duty payable column because it is a kind of duty. See why we need to write the duties in the last column. See after making total of the last column we will get the total customs duty payable. See make it total of assessable value plus BCD. Then again we need to calculate social welfare surcharge. See social welfare surcharge it is compulsorily calculated on the BCD value not on this total. See BCD as calculated into rate of social welfare surcharge we will get an answer of social welfare surcharge. It is also a kind of tax. So we need to write it in the value column as well as the customs duty payable column. Now make it total of only the middle column. Then we will get total for IGST. See IGST is integrated goods and service tax. See how we will calculate the IGST. See total as calculated. Total for IGST what is the answer here we get. See that total into rate of IGST which is given in the question. See where they are given the rate of IGST, we need to consider that value. In case if the rate of IGST is not given in the question, we need to consider the standard rate of 18% as IGST. See the total into rate of IGST, then we will get the amount of IGST that we need to write in the landed value column as well as the duty payable column. Again make it total of middle column only. Then we need to add GST compensation cess if any. See sometimes in the questions they are not given the GST compensation cess. So GST compensation cess if it is given we need to calculate. Otherwise there is no GST compensation cess is given in the question. So need not necessary of calculating. So it is also a kind of tax rated in the landed value as well as the duty payable column. Now make it total of middle column. See only the middle column. See that total will be called as landed value. And make it total of the last column. See the last column total will be called as customs duty payable. Next now I will explain with the two examples. See example 1. If the assessable value is given rupees 10,000, BCD 10%, IGST 18% and no GST compensation cess, we are required to calculate customs duty payable. See with the example of 1, now I will calculate the customs duty payable. See assessable value as calculated. See now it is as given. See assessable value as given, that is 10,000 rupees they are given. See always it is important thing, we need to consider the assessable value in Indian rupees because we need to pay tax to the Indian government, so that we need always consider the assessable value in rupees. Then after assessable value, next we need to calculate BCD. See how we will calculate the BCD. BCD is equals assessable value into rate of BCD. See assessable value as given 10,000 into rate of BCD as given 10%. Therefore 10,000 into 10%, the BCD value is 1,000, that we need to write in both value column as well as the duty payable column. So now make it total 10,000 plus 1,000 11,000. See again we need to calculate social welfare surcharge. See social welfare surcharge if it is given in the question or not, but we need to calculate. It is a compulsorily tax calculated on the BCD. See social welfare surcharge is equals BCD into rate of social welfare surcharge. See in the question there is no information regarding social welfare surcharge. Then also we need to calculate social welfare surcharge, that is standard rate 10% on BCD. See BCD value as calculated 1,000 into rate of social welfare surcharge 10%. So 100 will be the social welfare surcharge. See make it total again 11,100. See next we need to calculate IGST. See IGST is equals total as calculated. The total for IGST 11,100. See on that 11,100 we need to calculate the IGST as given, that is 18%. See total as calculated 11,100 into rate of IGST as given 18%. See 11,100 into 18%, then 1,998 will be the IGST value. That again we need to write in the value column as well as the duty payable column is also. Now make it total, then the total will be 13,098. See on that 13,098 again we need to calculate GST compensation cess if any. See in the first example there is no GST compensation cess, therefore GST compensation cess is nil. Therefore the landed value is 13,098 and make it total of the last column. See, that will be the customs duty payable, that is 3098. Now I will calculate the landed value on customs duty payable with the second example. See the second example, that is assessable value rupees 20,000, BCD 30%, IGST 28% and GST compensation cess they are given 160%. We need to calculate customs duty payable. See, as per the format, as it is first particulars, the rate of taxes, landed value and customs duty payable. See the point assessable value. See, here is also they are given the assessable value as given. We need to consider that is 20,000. See, on that assessable value again we need to calculate the BCD. BCD is equal to assessable value into rate of BCD. See, BCD rate given 30%. So assessable value into 30%. Then assessable BCD is 6,000. So that 6,000 we need to write it in both value column as well as the duty payable column. Make it total for 20 and 6, 26,000. Say on that 26, again we need to calculate social welfare surcharge. See, social welfare surcharge is always calculated on the BCD. It is not calculated on the total value. See, BCD has calculated 6,000 into. In the second case is also there is no information regarding the social welfare surcharge. Then also it is the compulsory tax which is calculated on the BCD. The standard rate of social welfare surcharge 10% on BCD. So 6,000 into 10%, that is 600. So that we need to write in both amount columns. So 26,000 plus 600, 26,600. So that will be the total for IGST. See, after calculating total for IGST, again we need to calculate the IGST payable. See, total as per our calculation 26,600 into rate of IGST as given in the question 28%. Therefore, 7,448 will be the IGST. So again make it total 26,600 plus 7,448, 34,048. Again we need to calculate the GST compensation cess. See, the important thing while calculating the GST compensation cess, the GST compensation cess is not applicable on the IGST. It is always calculated on AV, BCD and social welfare surcharge. It is important thing. The GST compensation cess, it is always calculated on AV plus BCD plus social welfare surcharge. It is not calculated on the IGST. See, AV, BCD and social welfare surcharge already we have this total, that is 26,600 into rate of social welfare GST compensation cess is 160%. Then 42,560 will be the compensation cess. That we need to write in both the columns. Make it total of middle column, then we will get landed value, and make it total of last column, then we will get customs duty payable. See, the landed value total is 76,608 and duty payable is 56,608.